Hello, everyone, and welcome back to U30 Learn English podcast. I'm Lynn, and today I'm not alone. I've invited a very special friend to join me. Hi, Min.
Hi Lynn, hi everyone, I'm really happy to be here. And I'm even more excited because today's topic is something we all care about, how to keep our brain sharp, healthy, and creative.
Exactly. You've probably heard the saying, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and it's true, our brain is the most valuable asset we have. That's why today we're going to share 10 simple daily habits you can do to take care of it. And the good news is, these habits aren't complicated at all. Anyone can start practicing them right away.
Great, so let's dive into the first habit.
Min, have you ever felt super sleepy in the middle of the afternoon, like your eyes just won't stay open no matter how hard you try?
Oh, all the time. And honestly, I used to just grab another cup of coffee to keep myself awake. But the truth is, it didn't really help. I just ended up feeling more tired later. I can totally relate. But here's the thing, instead of forcing our brain to keep working, sometimes the smartest thing we can do is take a nap.
Right. I actually started taking short naps recently. At first, I thought it would waste time, but after just 15 or 20 minutes, I'd wake up feeling so refreshed. My focus in the afternoon improved a lot. That's because naps are like hitting the reset button for your brain. Studies show they boost memory, increase creativity, and even put you in a better mood.
So basically, a short nap is like giving your brain a quick recharge, just like plugging in your phone when the battery is low.
Exactly. So our first daily habit is take a short nap whenever you can. Just 15 minutes can make a huge difference in your brain's performance. Min, let me ask you this, when do you feel the most creative? Morning, afternoon, or night?
Actually, I think late at night, when I'm tired, my brain kind of wanders in strange directions, and sometimes that leads to really fun ideas.
Exactly. Research shows that when we're tired, our brain is actually a little less rigid, which means it can connect ideas in more unusual, creative ways.
That makes sense. I remember once I was really sleepy but decided to sketch something before bed. It turned out much better than I expected.
I love that. Whether it's writing, sketching, painting, or even jotting down ideas in a journal, being creative before going to bed can give surprising results.
And the cool thing is, you don't need to create a masterpiece. Just 5 or 10 minutes of doodling, writing, or brainstorming can spark something valuable.
True. So our second daily habit is spend a few minutes doing something creative before you go to sleep. Who knows? You might tap into your inner Picasso or even start the next great novel.
Just make sure you don't fall asleep with the paintbrush in your hand.
Good advice.
Then, I have to confess, sometimes I try to multitask. You know, answering emails while checking my phone, and maybe even cooking at the same time.
Oh, I've done that too. But you know what? I usually end up making mistakes or forgetting something, like burning the food because I was busy texting. I've been there. And the funny thing is, science says our brain actually can't multitask. It just switches rapidly between tasks, which makes us less efficient.
Exactly. When I started focusing on just one task at a time, like finishing a report before checking messages, I noticed I got things done faster and with better quality.
That's the power of single tasking. It helps your brain stay clear, reduces stress, and allows you to dive deeper into your work.
And honestly, it feels good. You finish something completely, instead of having 5 half-done things hanging over your head.
Right. So the third daily habit is choose one task, give it your full attention, and ignore distractions until it's done. Your brain will thank you for it.
And your dinner won't get burned either.
Exactly. Min, I think everyone knows exercise is good for the body, but do you think people realize how much it actually helps the brain?
Probably not enough. I used to think exercise was only about muscles or losing weight. But then I learned that cardio can really boost brain health too.
Exactly. When you move your body, even just walking or jogging, your brain gets more oxygen and blood flow. That means better memory, better focus, and even a better mood.
Yeah, I remember when I started running 20 minutes a day. At first, it was just for fitness, but soon I realized I was thinking more clearly at work. Problems that seemed complicated felt easier to solve.
That's amazing. And the best part is, you don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Just a quick walk around the neighborhood, or even dancing in your room, can do wonders.
True. It's about consistency, not perfection. 15 to 30 minutes a day is enough to make a huge difference.
So, our fourth daily habit is do some cardio or exercise every day. It's not just about your body, it's brain fuel too.
Brain fuel, I like that.
Simple but powerful. Min, let me ask you, when was the last time you actually wrote something on paper with a pen?
Um, Honestly, I can't even remember. Maybe a shopping list. These days I type everything on my phone or laptop.
Same here, but you know what? Research suggests that handwriting activates parts of the brain that typing doesn't. It actually helps you learn and remember things better.
Wow, that's interesting. So writing by hand makes you smarter.
Exactly. When you take notes by hand, your brain processes information more deeply. That's why students who handwrite notes often understand lessons better.
That explains why sometimes I forget things quickly when I only type them. But when I actually write them down, I can recall them more clearly.
Yes, so the fifth daily habit is pick up a pen and write something by hand every day. It could be a journal entry, a to-do list, or just random thoughts.
I guess it's time to buy a new notebook.
Yes, and don't forget a nice pen too. It might just become your brain's best friend. Min, here's a fun question. If your brain were like a car, what do you think it would need to run smoothly?
Maybe fuel, or something to keep it running without breaking down.
Exactly. And for our brain, that fuel comes from nutrients. That's why taking a daily multivitamin can be such a game changer.
That makes sense. We don't always eat perfectly balanced meals every day, so a multivitamin helps fill in the gaps, right?
Yes, it ensures your body and brain get the essentials, vitamins and minerals that support memory, focus, and overall mental health.
I remember reading a study that said people who took daily vitamins had better concentration. It's like giving your brain the battery boost it needs.
Exactly. And here's a tip. If you take your multivitamin with a healthy smoothie or breakfast, you'll start the day energized and ready to go.
Sounds like a smart and easy habit to build.
Definitely. So the sixth daily habit is take a multivitamin every day to nourish your brain. Simple but effective. Min, do you still read books, or are you more of an online articles only kind of person?
Honestly, I scroll a lot on my phone, but I do try to read books when I have time, especially before bed.
That's good, because reading is like a workout for the brain. Every page you read strengthens your vocabulary, imagination, and critical thinking.
Yeah, I notice that when I read regularly, I'm better at expressing myself. It's like my brain gets sharper.
Exactly. And it doesn't always have to be a 500-page novel. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day, a chapter of a book, an inspiring article, or even a short story can make a big difference.
I like that. Sometimes people think they need hours to read, but really, small doses every day still add up.
Totally. Reading also reduces stress and can even improve empathy because you step into other people's stories and perspectives.
So basically, reading is like traveling without leaving your chair.
I love that. So habit number 7 is read something every single day to keep your brain engaged and growing.
Okay, now I feel guilty. I think I'll start with the book that's been collecting dust on my nightstand.
Perfect place to begin. Min, have you ever heard the saying, if you're not learning, you're not growing?
Yes, and I totally believe it. Whenever I pick up a new skill, even a small one, I feel like my brain wakes up.
That's because learning something new actually creates fresh connections in your brain. It's like giving your neurons a workout.
I've experienced that. Last year, I tried learning how to play the guitar. At first it was frustrating, but slowly, I noticed my memory and patience improving too.
That's a great example. And learning doesn't always have to be big, like mastering an instrument or a new language. It could be something simple, trying a new recipe, solving puzzles, or even learning a fun fact every day.
Exactly. The important thing is to challenge your brain with something unfamiliar, so it keeps adapting and staying flexible.
Right. So habit number 8 is learn something new every day, no matter how small. It keeps your brain young and curious.
I guess that means I should finally stop ignoring those language apps on my phone.
Yes, maybe today's the day. Min, do you ever feel like your mind is just overloaded with thoughts, jumping from one thing to another nonstop?
Oh, all the time. It's like having 20 browser tabs open in my head.
Exactly. And that's where mindfulness or meditation comes in. Even a few minutes of focusing on your breath can calm the noise and give your brain a break.
Yeah, I tried meditation once. At first, it felt strange, like I wasn't doing anything. But after a few sessions, I noticed I was less stressed and more focused during the day.
That's the beauty of it. Mindfulness helps train your brain to stay in the present moment instead of worrying about the past or the future.
And you don't need a fancy setup. Just sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and taking slow breaths for 5 minutes is enough to recharge your mind.
Exactly. So, habit number 9 is practice mindfulness or meditation every day, even if it's just for a few minutes.
Honestly, I think of it as a mini vacation for the brain.
That's the perfect way to describe it. Min, we've talked about naps, exercise, reading, even meditation. But here's one more powerful habit: staying social.
You mean like hanging out with friends?
Exactly. Humans are social creatures. When we talk, share stories, laugh, and connect with others, our brain gets stimulated in amazing ways.
That's so true. I remember during the pandemic when I barely saw anyone, my mood and energy dropped a lot. Once I started meeting friends again, I felt alive.
Yes, social interaction keeps the brain active. It improves memory, lowers stress, and even reduces the risk of cognitive decline as we age.
And it doesn't always mean big parties, right? Even a simple phone call with family or a coffee chat with a friend can do wonders.
Exactly. So the 10th daily habit is stay connected with people and nurture your relationships. It's not just good for the heart, it's great for the brain too.
I like that. Healthy brain, happy life.
Perfectly said. So there you have it, 10 simple but powerful habits to keep your brain healthy and sharp every day.
And the best part is, you don't have to do them all at once. Start small, add one habit at a time, and let your brain grow stronger.
Thank you, Min, for joining me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Lynn.
And thank you, everyone, for listening to U30 Learn English podcast. Remember, your brain is your greatest asset, so take care of it. See you next time.